Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Wizard of Legend. Lots of great success lately. This is an overpowered combination. We're not rolling with that, okay? We're rolling with something altogether different. We're gonna roll with some randoms. In particular, it's been working out well so far, adding a little bit of longevity and life into the game as we head down to our first floor. I've been experiencing some weirdness with recording Wizard of Legend, some serious frame rate hiccups. If you notice that, please let me know. But I think it's only like the UI layer. The game layer captures fine. It's like menus get weird. So we have our basic lightning attack, an earth charge, an ice dash, and then flame breath. With the crit robe. I remember the crit robe. I'm not against this build, but I will admit, well, let me put it this way. I like it a lot more than the run that we started. I can't remember if it was last run or like 2 runs ago now. But the run that we started that was predominantly crowd control. I still wouldn't mind investing in some more high damage Arcana early, but I mean, starting with the crit robe, I don't want to say it's an instant win, but it gives you a big leg up on the competition. Let's leave it at that. That's too many very, very large enemies. I would like you to stop this, please. Okay, I almost got tagged there. More, huh? Well, let's see how the signature handles it. I worry about our range right now. I would like something that can hit enemies from further away. What do we have here? So Tesla Coil is more lightning damage. Special Snowflake, enemies can explode and freeze. Dude, we gotta get Relic rewards early. That's gonna save us a ton, I think. Tesla Coil. Oh, it adds a chance to shock foes. So it's not extra lightning damage. I would prefer, for now, if it were extra lightning damage, but, you know, chance to shock foes I think is also pretty good. Obviously, what we really want is, like, Vampire's Eyeglasses. Pardon me. He heals you on crits, and then on top of... Oh, I hear a Tomo that wants to come in. Scaramouche, Scaramouche, can you do the Fandango? There you go, buddy. Back in your throne. All cats are queens. Hey, that was not a good idea. Stop this. I gotta take care of this guy first. Yeah, what I was getting at. Vampire's Eyeglasses heals you on crits. If we could then upgrade our robe, we'd get an even better chance at healing. You know, the world's our oyster early on. We have no idea where things are gonna go, so why not assume that they're gonna go in the most, like, high priority, like, excellent way that we could ever conceive of, right? We're lucky our lightning is just slightly better range. Wow, that sucks. Just slightly better range than the Spear Lords, who are actually, like, genuinely the most annoying enemy that this game has ever invented. Apart from that, though, like, oh, dude. I'm actually pretty pleased with the loadout. Oh, okay, we gotta wait a little longer on you. I'm generally pleased with the loadout that we've gotten here. I didn't think it would work. Of course, we could just do it that way as well. But to do it with the charge, it's like a one-click set it and forget. You know, it feels good. Our biggest weakness right now is something unchangeable. The thing about having... we should take care of the Spear Lords before we... Yeah, before we do that. Exactly. The biggest problem with this run is the signature. And when you got a problem with the signature, that is a problem because there's nothing you can do about it. You know, your signature, no matter how you shuffle your Arcana around, remains your signature forever. What is that? Oh, gummy vitamins, dude! Every run is gummy vitamins as far as the freaking eye can see. Please, better Arcana. I think Flame Fusion is okay. I gotta... Achoo! You didn't let me finish my sentence. What I was gonna say is I gotta sneeze. So now that we have some more damage, I'm hoping that we can get what I would describe as a relative... Pardon me. I'm just a little bit more masculine voice lately. A relatively free Arcana. Dude, we can get him. We just have to be better. Wouldn't hurt if we could actually, like, land my, fire attack as well. It's the fact we keep pushing him out of our basic range when we have no other Arcana. So you gotta follow up. You gotta do like this, then right click. Okay, yeah, that's the ticket. You gotta wait for him to be in a corner too. Oh, dude, I love Fueled Berserk. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's only for basics, right? Yeah, speeds up basic Arcana. Hold up. Let's explore the last little bit that there still is to explore here. Because we're basically at full HP. I wouldn't mind picking up some more money before the next floor. We do have a, I wouldn't describe it as a problem, but we have an issue. And that issue is, for right now, we're full on Arcana. But actually, now that I think about it, it's not that much of an issue. It's actually like a positive. It just means that we might have overspent. Relative to, like, you know, we could have bought another relic or something instead. But I think it's actually a pretty big positive for us. Stop this. Because we can still, like, we have a lot of attacks early on, which is great. But then beyond that, we have the ability on future floors, if we get better Arcana, to replace them. What do I want to replace right now? Again, we can't replace our signature, which is the real bummer, but I wouldn't mind replacing our basic with a different basic. I wouldn't mind replacing our Earth Charge with a better gap closer, or at least an enhanced version of it as a gap closer. Otherwise, I think we're okay. We're pretty fire stacked right now. We could go for like a Team Unity build. Diadem is pretty good. I think that might be my highest priority, although to be honest, if you'll excuse me, I haven't been dying all that much lately. Not to really toot my own horn about it, this is not really my intention. It's more just like, do we want to spend the gold on something that is like a get-out-of-jail-free card if we're not intending to do any crimes? If the metaphor makes sense, you know? I would like, you got a couple of things on the to-do list. Obviously, like, this is a big floor for relics for us. We've seen our relic shop. I didn't really look as closely as I probably should have. I'd like means to create, my own heals if possible. And it may or may not be, by the way. May or may not exist on this run. Let's see what you got for me. Overpriced insurance is too early. It takes a lot of gold. Aberrant Cologne. Heavenly Boots. What do you do? Significant chance to evade attacks but receive double damage. Well, there is, if we can get this with the Covert Ops Mask. See, I'm starting to remember the names of stuff now. Covert Ops Mask, if you'll excuse me here, thank you, is, I really thought I dodged through that, but now that I think about it, that's not how dodging works in this game. Covert Ops Mask, after you evade, you do guaranteed crits. So we'd be starting to get a real crit synergistic build focus there. Hey, stop getting hit. Just because you take double damage, like, that's not the Relic's fault. Double damage is the Relic's fault. You being hit in general is not the Relic's fault. So just slow your roll. I always feel like with the lightning basic, you should be able to, like, charge your attack. Like, you should be able to do 2 punches, and then after that, just hold the button down and zap them till they die. Okay, we evaded the fire, which is great, because apparently, I am an idiot. You gonna live? Not for long, right? Yeah, okay. You tricked me. It's very easy to do, but I'm still mad. I thought you were a shop. Wonder if, like, what I'm thinking right now is I gotta look at our shield. Shield incoming attacks you charge forward, stunning enemies in your path. We should be using this more frequently. More aggressively would be a better way to describe it. Good stuff. Really smart decision there. Nah. I don't really like Aqua Arc that much. I do like Flame Lariat, but I prefer Leisure Suit Lariat. You haven't heard of it. It's an old school video game. I'm a real gamer guy, so I understand stuff like that. I saw a chest. We missed this earlier. It's me being an idiot. Okay. All I could get out there was okay. I was so stunned at the way things looked like they were going. I was like, alright. Getting anything out of my mouth there is a win. 300 HP. This floor has gotten a lot worse. I feel like we made the wrong decision, maybe. Okay. With respect to our deal with the devil. But it is what it is, you know, we've learned now. Heavenly Boots, you evade, you get a deal with the devil chance. You evade, not deal with the devil chance. You evade, you get double damage. You evade, you get double damage. Double damage taken, just to be clear. You don't want to mess that one up. We got him. That was a really good fight. Against a big enemy, I think I got the tools to get some serious stuff done. What the heck are you? Greased Boots. Lowers the cooldown of your dash arcana and adds an extra use. Interesting, but perhaps fundamentally worthless. When taking damage that would defeat you, gain full signature charge and briefly become immune to defeat. And it's reusable, which is nice. I don't know if I want anything else here. I don't really need the healing potion. I think we save up for the kind of relics and arcana that we really want, instead of just spending to spend. You know, we could use that money to buy a 5 out of 10 right now. And it would help us to get a 5 out of 10. But we could also use that money to get like an 8 later. I'd rather have that, even if it does punish us a little bit in the interim period. It works. Yeah, it works. It's unfortunate that we're fighting an enemy whose primary element type is also our primary element type. But hey, let's knock that out as quickly as possible. Should make things easier on us in the future, right? That was really, really good. I'm telling you, against a single enemy, we got all the pieces of the puzzle right now. We just want to improve them. Now, I actually do really like Breaking Twister. It's not a gap closer, but we don't really need, in my opinion at least, we don't really need a gap closer yet. We definitely would like to have a good one for the final boss, where we could swap maybe that back in, but this is better for control, which I think is maybe, and I do mean maybe, more useful on regular old minions, which is where we're going to take the brunt of our damage, at least until the final boss. So, you know, just my expected level of understanding and the nuance of the game just continues to grow, little by little, very slowly. Dude, the signature is really bad. I'm not trying to say, you know, the developers messed up, the balance is all weird. Most of the signatures, dare I use the vernacular of today's youth? Most of the signatures are lit. This signature, not really particularly lit. Now that's a new level of idiocy. I dodged an enemy attack, walked back into it and took damage. Not just dodged, evaded. I do like extra speed, honestly, or getting to speed faster. It's Ring of Reserves. More uses to all multi-use arcana, aka useless right now. Get to max speed faster. Okay, what happens next? Well, it's really up to us, isn't it? I think that next, we want to focus on deepening our arcana. We're really wide on arcana right now, but we got a long way to go in order to make them particularly good. That was scary. Like, even with the ones that we just picked up, Breaking Twister. I don't think it's bad, but I am sort of looking at it like, you're not really You're not part of the wombo on this run as far as I can see it. I love the control. But I'm taking a little bit too much damage to be comfortable with our current loadout. Like, for now, I'm looking at it and saying, I don't think this is final boss worthy. I could be wrong. I'm often wrong. When I think I'm going to lose, I sometimes win. When I think I'm going to win, I sometimes lose. Often, I would say. That ends up being the case. We'll probably need to buy a heal on this floor. Oh, hello! That's the one thing I'll say. About the signature. Is at least after popping it, you can change the direction of it. It's not enough to really make me fall in love with it, but maybe not quite as bad as originally anticipated. That was horrible. What happened? Basically, I'm a big old moron, man. And, well, it was actually just bad timing. I shot about 1,000 projectiles at enemies that deflect projectiles, as they put up their deflection shield. So, it was basically the worst scenario you could possibly imagine for that specific situation. Thank God we dodged. Oh my God. We're seriously close to death. We basically did just die. The diadem saved us. Holy crap. Dude, we got Covert Ops Mask. So there's our mild synergy taken care of. And our HP is actually back at a reasonable level. But, good lord. Certainly this does not seem like a great situation right now. I gotta think, double damage for evade chance. Oh my lord. Double damage for evade chance is maybe not a very good trade. Go ahead, take one. Took Flame Fusion. Dude, I would love the upgraded... Either of the upgraded basics would be fine. Let's go far right this time. We rarely do so. I have no problem with this. We use Wind Slash a lot, but, you know, I like it. Now we have another, the Gap Closer has made its way into the Pantheon at the expense of a little bit... Oh, sure, why not? At the expense of a little bit of damage, but maybe it's worth it for the control. Right, Tomal? I wonder what goes through this cat's head when I'm talking for like 9 hours a day. See, like, well, there's no one else in here. He must be talking to me. Maybe I'm like his hardcore history, you know? I'm his podcast. So I got really spooked and ran away because I forgot. I was like, my E is not what I should use against you. I thought there was still something alive up there. Because my E is a rushdown now instead of a projectile. What do you got for me? Vampire's Fangs. It heals us after a kill, right? Lowers our max HP, but heals us after a kill. I'll live with it. 300 HP, if we go into every fight with maximum, is more than enough. I don't know. We're kind of like, I don't want to say we're full on relics, but we don't have a whole lot of relic space left. This floor is like the antithesis of the last floor. Everything's going wrong. Dude, our evasion did so much for us there. Grand Summoner is not the boss we want to fight. That guy's annoying. We're lucky to be alive. We want a more traditional enemy. I'm telling you, this looks really bad right now. You're like, oh, you screwed up the run with your 2 Deal with the Devil items. I don't think so. Don't get me wrong, I think we might have. But I don't think it's set in stone yet. I didn't know you were alive. I can't believe you're still alive. I think, like, we're gonna suffer against non-traditional enemies, and against traditional enemies, we're gonna destroy. Like, against a single enemy with a spell, we're gonna crap on him. $233 gold. For now, just gonna focus. I still think, like, the Arcana are our focus for now. Even though we're kind of stacked up. A lot of people disagree with me, but... well, you know, they disagree with me and I disagree with them. I'm starting to get more wins under my belt than the average player at this point, I think. So, you know, I'm not saying I got all the right answers. I'm just saying I do demand to be taken seriously to some degree. Because I've been playing a heck of a lot of this game. Heck a lot? I don't think that's an expression that makes any sense, but that's okay. Alright, almost back to full HP without having spent 100. Nah. Dude, the frost feint there. That was disgusting. I love it. You're still alive. Look at that, though. That's damage, man. Again, that's why a single enemy that gets affected by things is going to be real freaking affected by the kind of things that we're throwing out there. Build signature like crazy. Should not have gone into the poison. For some reason, we took no damage. You know why? Gummy vitamins. I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm the one saying it. But there, you know, you're not joking. Gummy vitamins actually did something useful for us. Go ahead. Hit me with all the poison you got. See if I care. Still got an Arcana shop. Still got a ton of gold. And dude, I'm so happy we bit the bullet. Put our pride to the side. Picked up Arcana. Or sorry, a Diadem. Were it not for that, we would have been... Screwed is a polite term. I would use a word that starts with F instead. And you can ask your parents what the word is if you're concerned yourself. Hey. Alright, we gotta kill like 30 enemies to get all our HP back, but life goes on. Psh, Dragon Blast. Sounds pretty cool. I think I'm just gonna leave, though. How's our... Man, we're like almost full on relics. I'd prefer to cash in our relics at the Relic Hunter, if possible. So for now... You may disagree. I don't really like carrying a large balance of gold, but here we are. This guy offers no problems right now. 4 attacks. I knew it. Dude, I hate signatures that cancel if you have to dodge. That's like the #1 thing I look for in a signature in this day and age. The evasions were incredible, although I did also still almost die. And may still die. Nah, we're gonna make it. But it was nerve-wracking a little bit. Please, some tiny alligator heart action, perhaps? Okay. Starbolt. Star's Shock. I like it because it's our only real ranged attack. We could swap it in and out for a boss fight. You know, we probably don't want it for a boss fight. We want it to take out rooms with a lot of enemies. I'm kind of skeptical, though. I actually think that we're, and I'm begrudgingly admitting it, we're hurtling, in my opinion, towards a loss right now. Things are just a little bit too spotty. I'm not particularly playing well. The double damage synergizes extremely poorly with our essentially halved HP. And really, we do have good protection from death. But at the same time, like, any room could kill us. Any single room in the wrong circumstance could just destroy us. So, you know, we have some heals, but not many. I think we need a little extra to really take this one over the top. I have no idea what it is. What I will say is, you know, we have a ton of gold. So I don't think there's any doubt that if there's something for sale, we got a great ability to pick it up. Okay, so you were good for a while, but I don't need you anymore. We don't need to get rid of anything else yet, but I think I'm going to get rid of Ring of Reserves just because it's unnecessary for now, and we'll take the gold and run. So we got 667. Buying the potion is not something I would like to do, but if we have to do it, we can definitely stomach the cost. It's all about, you know, I think in every roguelite, more or less, this is true to some extent. It's all about, you know, playing the run you got. And the run we got right now, that was very scary. The run we've got right now has a lot of pluses and, admittedly, like, kind of a lot of minuses. I think we're missing out on some relics that would really take us to the next level. Now, that's sensible, I think. I don't think we need Lay's Drum. Let's start buying some stuff. Cartographer's Quill. Increases damage based on how much of the map you've revealed. Damage increase lasts, pardon me, for the entire trial. That seems very potentially good. Arcana Shop. Better Frost Feint. I do like that. We might as well, because it increases, as it says, for the entire trial, in my mind, it's like we definitely want to explore. I've never, at least so far on this run, I've never found myself, like, extremely comfortable with our loadout. There are some encounters that go well, some encounters that go horrendously. But I've never really felt like, oh yeah, I got this one sorted, you know? Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that either. Definitely should not have done that. I thought you do 3 attacks. Get out of here. I thought you were done. Okay, we lived yet again. Good lord. Take me out of here. I'm scared. So far, I think you got to give a nomination to the Diadem for, like, the best item in video gaming history. No heals. Like, were it not for the Diadem, we would be about 1,000% dead. Turns out we might have been better off keeping Ring of Reserves now that I look at our Dash Arcana after it's upgraded. Be able to create like 6 decoys in rapid succession. I'm not worried about, like, we're actually kind of the exact opposite of the vast majority of Wizard of Legend runs that I have. Most of the time in Wizard of Legend, any given room, not that scary. What's scary? Sustaining our HP across many rooms that might be a little difficult. You're a charlatan and a trickster. I can't give you 100 HP right now, Taylor. I'm upset with myself for that damage. Go ahead, make my day. That went pretty well, actually. And I don't really want those either. What are we gonna do with this money? Kind of want, like, overpriced insurance. That was a horrible play. Dude, the decoys were so strong. Anyway, I keep losing my train of thought. But essentially, we have an incredible ability to sustain. We just, one bad room can wipe us out in a heartbeat. Like, without even really it being a big deal. I don't know what happened there. I think we might have just evaded fall damage, which I don't believe is a thing, but I'm super happy with it. $584 gold. So, like, right off the bat, I'll tell you straight up, absolutely need the Relic shop. The diadem is not popped, so don't freak out too hard yet. Oh my god. We got out of that without popping the diadem, which I know I'm repeating myself, but I have to point out how incredible that is, because it meant that if we had taken more damage, we got down to like 5 HP or something. If we had taken more damage, we still would have had a chance at immunity to pop. It's a shame, like, I think the way you're supposed to use it is like your signature would bail you out. I don't think our signature is bailing us out of a whole heck of a lot, but... you may disagree. I don't know, maybe I'm misjudging it. For now, I'm all business, you know? I'm focused on getting this dub and preserving my self-esteem in a video game. If you got a problem with it, don't at me. Lotus Froststone. I imagine this is like... it synergizes with water is my guess. This is... I know we said we might want it, but I don't think it's worth buying. We don't have a Sprite. I'm gonna try it. Summons an aura that freezes nearby enemies. Summons a Sprite that poisons enemies. Only one Sprite can be held at a time. Ay, 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 ay. I don't know about this one, buddy. Did we already fight the boss? We have not fought the boss. The boss is up here. Well, you know, I think it's telling for our development as a Slay the Spire player. That in my estimation, you know, this is not an amazing run. And here we are doing kind of amazing things. On an earlier run, limited edition robe reduces damage received to a maximum of 10% of max health. Sure, why not? But we'll dump the Relic rewards card instead. I think it's indicative of us having improved a lot as a player, that in all likelihood we will still have a good chance to fight the final boss, despite never really feeling like we were comfortable on this run. Always kind of feeling like we were under the gun. Maybe we can still pull out a W here. I mean, we're coming in with 300 HP and a little bit of defense in the form of the diadem, so... there's a chance. That hurts. It worked. It worked. It's still working. No water cannons, please. That was bad. Help. Get ready. You know, that's 3. That's 4. Thank you for the evasion. It was like a 1-tick evade. This should do it. That didn't go badly at all. We're going to be at full HP for the boss fight. We're a little light on... that's our dash. I don't care about that. We're a little light on range for the first phase. Sorry, every time you hear me taking a break, I'm drinking a little orange juice. Keep my throat moist and pretend that the vitamin C is the reason for it, but really it's just like it tastes good. Like, our range is low. That's the problem. So the first phase of this boss strikes me as surprisingly a little bit more dangerous than usual. Not more dangerous than the second phase, which is, like, objectively harder. That was a smart play. Oh, that was almost not a very smart play at all. Just be cool. Take your time. If you got a good spot, don't let it go. That was horrible. We're good? Okay, we're back to 300 HP. I think we got every chance then. I'm just putting up as many decoys as possible. Remember your gap closer. Wait for the second one. That's the ticket. Then get the heck out of town. Use your decoys. Abuse your decoys. Wait for the second one. Oh, that's a huge whiff. Okay, slow down. You still did okay. Nothing to worry about. First one. Get the heck out of town. You're doing fine. Guaranteed crits there, by the way, but we're gonna win. Well, oh yeah, we're gonna win. She dodged right into me. Dude, that was a really good one. We're now coming to the point where I expect to win coming into one of these episodes. Even though we botched a lot of that miserably, we're looking pretty sick as well. Excuse me, I was trying to sneak by you. So I'm feeling like we're in a flow state, dude. Like, we're crushing it. If you'll excuse me, I'm just going to keep tapping the button here. Yes, I know, I'm amazing. I'm so good at the game. Thank you so much for your support. That goes for you as well. If you're watching at home, thanks so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Click the like button if you're enjoying the series. I'm enjoying our little honeymoon period before it ends here. I don't think that's what a honeymoon period is. Unless you're Elizabeth Taylor. There's a joke straight out of like 1970 for you. But hey, we'll be back with another one tomorrow. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.